All right. Well, hello and welcome to a New Year's edition of StyleRX. We are with you every Friday at 10 o'clock Pacific, 11 Mountain, noon Central, and 1 Eastern. And you can also catch the replay on our YouTube channel. So whether you're here live or catching the replay, know that we appreciate you. Do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as clicking that little bell so you'll get notifications when each new video that we do on Fridays is uploaded, because these will go right to YouTube. So we are excited to be here. I think everybody's looking forward to the new year. We're looking forward to fun spring colors, and here in cabi land, we have definitely got spring colors coming your way. So much joyful yellow and green and blue and coral. We are going to rock your world, but we've got 6 pieces that are available for you now, so you don't have to wait until the official launch here in a few weeks. You'll want to scoop these up, and Amy and I are just going to kind of play with them a little bit and show you how to capsule with the 6 pieces that we have. Okay, I'm going to kick it off with what I'm wearing, which I have already decided that this blazer is never leaving my body. It's going to be my go-to piece this spring. I absolutely love how it fits. It's got a longer length, which for those of us tall girls, if you don't know me, I'm 5'11". I also have a very long upper body. So I was thrilled to death to see that this goes below my bum. Now, this is made in our sleek ponte. It's super, super stretchy. So you're going to be comfortable and be able to do your jumping jacks, yoga, whatever you want to do in this jacket, but know that you're going to be put together and professional. It does have this beautiful inset knit piece around the waist, which again just kind of whittles you on in. And so as far as a figure flattering piece, I don't know if you could find something better. I'm also wearing I think this is our seaside top. I don't know. It's going to be your dressy white t-shirt for spring. So this piece, again, I love that it has adjustable arm coverage, because that's one of the things that my clients are always saying, oh my gosh, I love your tops, but I don't really wear sleeveless. I want some arm coverage. And so this does, you can adjust it so it's a little bit longer, or you can cinch it up so you can show off those biceps you've been working on all COVID, right? Not so much for me, but anyway, super fun piece. Again, this is in our poly chiffon, and it is white. I'm wearing a nude bra, no cami, so you can see there's not see-through, but you definitely would not want to wear your pink leopard bra unless you wanted pink leopard bra to be the feature item on your wardrobe. So here we are again, nice long length, covers the bum, and I'm going to do a front tuck like I usually do, and so very flattering on the body and low maintenance. So this poly chiffon is one that you can throw in a ball in the corner of your suitcase, get to wherever you're going and pull it out and look fantastic. Another sweet piece. And then I'm a yellow girl. So our utility trouser, I think that this, I don't know even what to liken this to, but the fabric is similar to our stretchy Discovery trouser from the spring. I would say it's not as heavy weight. It's a nice lightweight cotton stretch for spring. It does have the fun pockets. It's just got the flat or the slit pockets in the back. It does have more of a straight leg, and so I've just done a messy cuff. You can play with that however you would like. If anybody else grew up in the 80s and you did that like tight tuck and roll thing, this would be an ideal pant to do that with. But I love how these 3 pieces go together. I'm completely put together and super comfortable at the same time. Amy, take it away.
I believe that little tuck and roll was called pegging your pants. And it's still a thing, believe it or not. My almost 21-year-old has pegged his pants. So it's, yeah, definitely one of those things. Okay, so just for size reference, so you guys know, I typically wear a size 4-6 top. or jacket, which equates to a size small. Um, and then my pants, I generally wear a size 2. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's running true to size, what I sized down on a little bit, and what I sized myself wrong on. So even as stylists, sometimes we get it wrong, and I will talk about that. This is the Roar cardigan. It is a true size small, so it's intended to be a little oversized, which is why it has a drop shoulder. You'll notice if I were to take that shoulder seam up to where a normal seam would be, that would pull in a lot of that fabric. So because it has a drop sleeve, it is intended to be a little bit roomy. It's going to fit very similar to our tilt cardigan from fall that was gold and silver, the warm cold sweater on a diagonal. I absolutely love that it's almost like an almond color and then the bright yellow, and it just fits beautifully in the back. So this is my true size. I personally would not size down in this, but I definitely want to zhuzh my sleeves and make sure that I have that proportion. But it's so soft, has this wonderful button down, kind of your traditional boyfriend cardigan, and I just love the way it fits. So that is the Roar cardigan. I am going to now show you the Sailor tee. So again, for size reference, I wear a size small. I did size down to an extra small because it is quite blousy. And I could stay a small, but I don't like my V to come down too much lower. So that's probably the main reason that I chose to size down. It does also have a drop sleeve on it. I really like how this fits. Now, if you happen to buy the new arrival a year ago in the blue that sold out, this is the exact same cut and silhouette. And there's rumors there's another colorway of this on the line. So just know that this is an amazing silhouette. You can see how it fits and where it hits in the back. Again, it is a little boxy, so that's where I really like to do the little belt loop pull and kind of tuck it in when I'm wearing a pair of jeans and just create kind of a more of a longer leg and pull it in. Now I'm going to get this shirt out of the way for just a second so you can see what I'm wearing. So this is the new 100% boyfriend. And the reason it's called a 100% boyfriend is it is 100% cotton. If you know anything about fabrication and jeans, that means we are going back old school way before we put any spandex in jeans. So that being said, think back into the 80s when we did the 501 Levi's. They're kind of stiff. They're the ones that you kind of have to like get them moving and growing with you a little bit. For me, it's personally, it's not my favorite fabrication. I'm at the age where I want a little spandex. However, I do absolutely love the way they feel and fit when they're on, but to bend over and to tie my shoe or something, they're a little stiffer. That doesn't mean they're not amazing and incredible. It just may or may not be the fabrication for you, but definitely try them. You're going to love them. You'll notice that they do, for me, I can keep them sitting a little lower on my pocket, like on my hips. Or if you really like a higher rise jean, you can cinch yourself in and you can pull them up higher. They're not going to be as baggy and slouchy if you do that. For me, though, when I do that, I'm going to have all this excess fabric. And so I would need a belt. So if they're up, they fit like a pretty nice jean. I personally, on a boyfriend, I really like them down. So I like them a little slouchier. I like them on my hips. I'm going to either wear a belt or not. And then I have the bottoms cuffed. One thing about this boyfriend, please do not confuse it with our slim boyfriends of the past. It is nothing like them. The rise isn't like them. The legs are not like them. They are a little bit wider all the way from the hip down. They do not come in on the thigh and then drop straight down. They're just a wider, fun leg. They've got the destruction and the bleach spots. But the more I wear them, it's kind of like the rule of 3 for your jeans. I've put them on about 3 times and I love them the 3rd time even more. So these are the ones that you want to grow just enough to have them be how they want to be. So it's just a different fabrication than you're used to with cabi. Probably the most, but they are going to.
Okay, walked up on my side, but I'm back. So, yes, and back to these are reminiscent of our slim boyfriend fit. So they have a little bit lower rise. They are, if you want them to fit a little bit more slouchy, which as trousers, I don't like anything real close to my body if it's going to be a trouser. So I would say stay with your normal size unless you typically size down in our slim boyfriend. So there's some sizing advice for that. I would, yeah, I would stick with your normal size, but that's just me. Okay, so we wanted to show you a little bit of mix and matching, and I'm going to do that just by holding this up because I think it's so fun that we usually have 5 pieces for Fashion Flash, and this time we have 6, which automatically are a capsule because we have 2 bottoms, 2 tops, and 2 jackets or sweaters. So it works out terrific. All right, so Amy showed you this cute little tee, and I think it's beautiful worn underneath the blazer that I have on today. And then look at how it just pops with the yellow trouser that I have on. There's nothing that screams spring more to me than a navy and white color combination. And then you're going to have a lot of different options to have a pop color with that. So you've got your navy and white neutral, and then you can either pop it with yellow. We've got some Kelly greens coming your way. You'll pop it with coral, bright blue, but just really look at this as a nice, fun base for you. Now, this top, as Amy was saying that she sized down in, I would not size down for myself personally. Again, we're talking 5'11", long torso. So if I size down in this, it fits different and better through the body, but then it makes it too short on me. It looks kind of silly. And because of the weight and the fabrication of this piece, it collapses beautifully, even though it is a little bit of an easy fit. So just know, work with your body type, work with your stylist if you've got any questions, and we can specifically answer those questions for you.
Okay, you caught me right as I'm putting on a belt. And the reason I'm putting on our beast belt is I really want you to see some fun with some print mixing. So I kept the sailor tee on. Let me just, I wasn't quite ready, Rebecca. I thought you were going to talk a little longer. But let me put this on because I want you to see how fun this beast belt leopard print is with the stripes and the patterns. And you're going to notice that although I'm print mixing with my top, they're not really fighting. And then I have this cute little leopard belt with the boyfriend. So I am a huge fan of taking your office wear and wearing it with a destructed, torn up jean. Anything that I can take from dressy to casual is 100% going to be my style. So one thing I wanted to put this blazer on, when I supplemented this, I absolutely love it. And sometimes I can go to an extra small, but I do have ladies and I do not have a defined waist. But this looked like it was going to have a little more room through the waist, especially with it being a single button closure. And so that's generally when I can go down. However, I will say this fits very, very true to size. I will probably, because I love this so much, keep the extra small on my line so that I have it for somebody to see. But personally, I'm going to be buying myself a size small. And the reason why, when we size you, you're going to notice that my button is pulling just a little bit. And it's also up on my shoulders just too much. And then in the back, it will come up on you if you. So the reason I'm pointing this out is we have a lot of ladies that have some ladies here, and they also kind of think they can kind of pull over And, or, they'll say, oh, I'm never going to wear it buttoned up. We always want to size you so that you have the opportunity to button it up and have it look beautiful. So you're going to lose the beauty of the jacket if you force it closed. So just know our exchanges are free and it's a really good thing, but please size yourself based on the widest parts of your body. And I'm really glad I did this because I really was kind of on the fence of, do I want it for myself or do I want it for samples? And I want it for both. So I've got to get me the one in my size because it's absolutely incredible. But I do love having the print mix against this checkup plaid. And it's just such a fun thing. So I am a fan of mixing and matching, capsuling back to what you have. And then if you're not a blazer person, don't worry because the Roar cardigan back to any of the tops is really great. Now, the one thing I will say on our seaside top, for me, I love a cap sleeve, but I know I have a lot of clients that don't like their arms to show quite so much. And so I just want to show you how nice and long this sleeve gets. If you let this out, and then you can tie it and do the little bow at the bottom. So what's so cool about this shirt is you can shoosh it up as high as you want and really get that ruching detail and do a bow, or you can leave it longer and it will come down to a true short sleeve length. It is quite blousy, so I do usually recommend staying true to size in everything that we have. Again, it's going to depend on your body type, but I don't think any of our clients are going to have a hard time. Any of you will have a hard time getting it over the front and laying nice and having that beautiful, breezy, flowing thing of our sateen fabric. So that's pretty much what I have on the new arrivals. And Rebecca, do you have one more?
I don't have one more, but I do want to do a little blip here about next week's because we're going to show you how to mix old with new with these 6 pieces that are available now. And I am so excited about that because as I was starting to grab things out, there just were more and more that were appearing. I think sometimes when we look at yellow trousers, we're like, okay, I'm going to have nothing to wear that with. And just know that this yellow is going to be your new spring neutral.
Well, actually, I happen to have this vintage piece hanging right here. And it is our very cool, it's a leopard print. It's more of a rosette, but look how fun. Yes, to take those past season pieces and pull them in, it is going to be so much fun. So, oh yeah, love them. Yeah, and I think that's the thing. We don't have to stay with the yellows. The blues go so well back to the greens and the reds. And it really is such a neutral pattern of this checkerboard that it's easy to print mix with something else. Just remember, you don't want your prints to fight each other. So you're going to have one dominant and one a little more subtle or a little bigger. And then you're never going to have to worry about that balancing out of the print mixing. And it really keeps your closet fresh. I think if I was going to say anything to my clients who maybe the first time they bought was in the fall and they're coming into the spring season, the benefit of cabi almost a year later, if you keep coming around, that's when you're going to see the value because you're going to see that our dye lots never change. And so really to be able to buy those workhorse pieces in your closet like this, or I call them cabi treasures. It's going to stay classic. It's never going to go out of style. It's something that's going to fit your body so well. When you can bring in, and I call it the wardrobe makeover, you get these old pieces that you've loved forever, and you get a new piece that goes back into it. It's like, oh my gosh, you have a brand new piece all over again. So the value of cabi, the longer you shop, just continues to get better and better and better. And I think it's pretty safe to say we're the only designer in the entire marketplace that the dye lots never change, and our designers go into this knowing what was done in the past and how to pull it forward in the future. And so it's such an incredible investment. Way to go. Even if you just buy a capsule every season, one top, one bottom, and a jacket, you're going to eventually have the most incredible closet you've ever dreamed of. So I'm excited for next week, Rebecca.
Yeah, so stay tuned. You can catch us live right here on Zoom next week at 10 Pacific, 11 Mountain, noon Central, 1 Eastern, or be sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell so you get notifications every time a new video is uploaded.
Thanks so much for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Can't get it to stop recording.